Hey guys, what's up? It's once again mp4podcast.com, and today I have a review for you guys of the Blip.tv app for Xbox 360. Blip.tv is a content provider similar to YouTube. They are a video sharing website, and they're trying to get on the set-top boxes. Now, the first problem which I see, which is kind of, I'll be honest, it's kind of crappy, is that you cannot set up an account with Blip.tv. Before, you could have a Blip.tv account. Now you can pretty much, you have to sign in with Twitter or Facebook. And, that's kind of a bad thing, because now with Blip.tv, I don't even know if you can even set up, and have it linked to your account for the shows you like. Let me get a little more into Blip.tv. Now, I like tech and video games, so we can go to tech first. And this isn't anything against these content providers. I'm not complaining about them, but they only have one, tech show. That's Bleeding Edge TV, and I'll get a little bit into that and why they only have one tech show as of right now on the Xbox 360 app. Now we can go to video games, and we only have Far From Subtle. Now I like Far From Subtle, but Blip.tv, they can be a little bit picky on what video game shows they allow. Now they consider Far From Subtle to be a high production show. I'm not going to say it's a super high production show, but they put some work into their show. But it is a Let's Play show. And, some people like Let's Plays in many different varieties. Some people like seeing a face cam. Some people like seeing them, all three or four of them, on their reactions and, their discussions while they're playing the game. Some people don't want to see anybody, just the game on screen. And just somebody narrating or talking. Some people don't even want that. They just want to watch the game being played with no narration. So depending on your style of Let's Plays, but they are very picky about which Let's Plays they allow on Blip.tv. And now you have to go to Blip.tv and submit your show, and then it has to get approved so you can get on Blip.tv. And meanwhile, they really don't have that much content. And, entertainment, we'll go to entertainment and see what they have over here. Geek News, it's just one show. And like I said, these shows, I know that most of them are on YouTube. So, yeah, the Blip.tv app, I really don't think it's worth installing on your Xbox 360. Now we're going to go to, come on, Xbox 360. All right. And we're going to go to apps, my apps, and go back. Okay, I have to go all the way. Probably have to pin it. The YouTube app is really a better, or the best alternative to alternative content that you might be interested in on your Xbox 360. I'm going to go in a little in depth of why. Because you have a YouTube account, which most of us, we're on the computer, either watching our videos, liking videos, favorite, leaving comments, and so on. And we interact a lot with some of these content providers. I talk to my subscribers. I comment on other people's videos. And so we have accounts, and you can link your YouTube account to your Xbox 360 or your PlayStation 3 or your Wii or your Wii U. And so your subscription box will be where says My YouTube. But let's do something a little interesting. Let's go to Discover, and we're going to go over to All. And we're going to go to gaming, okay? And here are all the great channels that you can watch on YouTube for gaming. This is so much content, and you can see the subscriber numbers. You know, how many videos they got, how many subscribers. So you can get a really good idea of, you know, who puts out really good content. You know, it shows you their YouTube username. You know, so let's you know, see if I can find something I'm interested in. And okay, so that's 45 channels. That's actually a lot of channels. And I think it's this one. Okay, now this is a themed win. As you can see, I'm subscribed to him, and I can unsubscribe or I can subscribe. So, you know, let's say blame truth. Am I subscribe? I'm subscribed to him too. You know, and you know, I can see all their videos. There's so much content here, and you know, I can click subscribe. Now that's all linked to my account. All this content. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Blip. Let's go back to the home screen, and I'm going to talk about Blip. Now, one of the problems with Blip is that they have a very weird system in how it operates. And so, I mean, this is going to sound really, really weird. So let me just go back and highlight Blip. Okay, like I have an Roku box, and I got that other Boxee, you know, the PC version. I don't actually have a Boxee box, but I got the Boxee software. And with Blip.tv, they probably added Xbox 360, and I haven't turned my PS3 on in a while. I'm not sure if they're on the PS3. But what they do at Blip.tv, or what you have to do if you're a content provider, you have to apply for your show for every single device. That means if you want to be on, like they have a Samsung TV app, so you have to, you know, click on Samsung, take about a week or two to maybe get approved, and sometimes you can be approved like for Samsung, but you won't be approved for Sony on the Sony TV sets, which is kind of really screwed up because if you like a show, you know, maybe you have a Samsung TV, it got approved for Samsung, and then maybe in your bedroom you don't have a Samsung, but you have a Roku box, but you got denied for the Roku box, but the show is available on the Sony TV. So that's really weird. So like you would have to apply to have your show to be approved for Xbox 360, and then the show may be approved for Xbox 360. So Blip.tv, you know, if you like their content that they're picking for you, because I'm pretty sure almost all or 99% of these shows are available on YouTube, that, you know, if you like some of those shows and then you get another device, you know, you're not guaranteed that that other device will have that show. And they pick and choose what is on the app. So that's actually pretty bad. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to flip over to the Roku box so you guys can see how different Blip.tv is on the Roku box. So let's cut over. Alright guys, now what we're going to do is take a look at the Blip.tv on the Roku box and see how it's different than the Xbox 360 application. So we're going to click on Blip.tv, we're going to go to genres, we're going to go to tech, then we'll go to gaming, but we're going to go to tech first. And here are all the tech shows. Now on the Xbox 360 you only get one tech show that you can watch. So, and this is a very slow process. hold it down like that. It's very clunky. It's not really that fun to use in video games. I mean, just say you want to watch a show that with the letter M, you have to click all the way through all this stuff just to find a show, with the letter M. And it's very chunky. It's very broken. And that's about it. Now, they do offer featured episodes. These are I think the 12 episodes. They pick 3 or 4 new episodes Monday through Friday. And, this is very clunky. If you had to find one of these shows, you have to find it through what category and then look it up. It's, it's very clunky and it's not a lot of fun to use. So we're going to look at the Blip.tv tech app. And they put about maybe 10 shows per category. Now, some of these shows are extremely old, have not been updated in maybe a year or two. Not all of them, but some of them. And I think this show is actually really old. And this was uploaded on January 16, 2013. And let me just see when this one is. This says November 19th. But anyway, it's a very clunky application. Let's say you, like some video game shows. I mean, either you can deal with this small choice you have right here, which is very limited, or go through the very clunky setup and use that. Now, you do got a couple other options on the Roku box. You do have a YouTube application. Now, this YouTube application is not made by by YouTube itself. It's made by somebody else. It's a private channel. Only thing about private channels, it just means that these channels do not get put into the official Roku channel store. So what you have to do is go on a website and then put the code into Roku's website. There'll be a 4-digit code or something. You put that code in, and then within about maybe 5 minutes, the channel gets added. But your Roku box, it could take about 24 hours. But here's the YouTube one. My subscriptions isn't working. I don't know why. I think it's because YouTube changed the layout. But I can follow shows, and I got Review Tech USA and a whole bunch of other shows, and I can just click here and just go through all these stuff. And this actually moves a lot better than the Blip.tv one. And this was made by just somebody who likes YouTube. So, so what we're going to do right now is look at the Boxee box software with Blip.tv and see how that even differs. All right, guys. Now, this is the Blip.tv blog, and here they are announcing that they will be on Boxee. However, I'm on Windows, and I can't find the Blip.tv app. So that's kind of a bad thing. Now, there's some information right here. I guess it got pulled for some reason off of the Windows version. I don't know if it's on the Mac version or the official, the Boxee box, and the one you hook up to your television set. But, November 16th, 2011, that's pretty bad not to have fixed the problem by now. There are people using Boxee box, and I don't know why they haven't fixed it. So, yeah, that's kind of crappy right there. And when they were on, when I was using Blip.tv, I checked them out a little bit on the Boxee box software for Windows. I noticed that some shows weren't on the Boxee software that was on the Roku box, and which was kind of weird. If you like the show, why can't it be on another platform? From what I understand, and the way Blip thinks, for some reason, they contact these manufacturers and they say, hey, is it okay we put this show on your box. So if I like a certain show, like, I don't know, just say Red versus Blue. And, it's available on the Roku box. And then it's not available on the Boxee box. Maybe I want to buy a Boxee box to try something different than my Roku box or whatever. Maybe I want to use the Xbox 360 or the PS3 to watch some media, whatever. But it's not a consistent quality to be continually changing shows and having all these weird rules at Blip.tv. So I'd rather just stick with YouTube. Now, I do want to remind everybody, when I showed you the YouTube app on the Roku box, which isn't working right now, it's because that YouTube app is not the official YouTube app. It's made by somebody else. We're going through a homepage change, so that's why the subscription box isn't working. It'll probably be updated once the programmer updates the app and works it around or something. There's always little bugs like that going around every time there's an update. But YouTube is, in my opinion, is a lot better. You can sign up for an account, start making a show. You don't have to get approved or anything. And when you sign up for YouTube, you're on the Apple TV, you're on Xbox 360, you're on the PS3, you're on the Nintendo Wii, and the video game consoles are huge. I mean, there's an official PS Vita application. You're on Android, you're on iOS devices, Windows phones, and many other devices. And Boxee, if you do get, let's say you do get on one of the platforms on Blip.tv, you're not on another platform, so it's kind of a waste. I mean, if I want to watch a Blip.tv show that's on Xbox 360, I don't even know if Blip's on PS3, but that show may not even be on PS3, then it's kind of mixed. But on YouTube, I take YouTube to any device with my account. I mean, it's all linked together. The YouTube and the PS3 app, the Xbox and the PS3 app, it's all linked to my account. So the experience is the same for the most part, even though there may be small little quirks difference between the two apps. I know the PS3 one came out a little bit later and doesn't have HD features. Maybe it got updated. I haven't turned on my PS3 in about a couple of weeks though. But you get my point. The experience between YouTube is pretty similar no matter what device you have. And if they are slightly different, it's because another app has to be updated. But that's my take. I say don't install the Blip.tv app on any device because it's not really that good, in my opinion. So once again, guys, this has been MP4podcast.com signing out. You guys have a good one. Later, guys. Bye.